just okay.
Start the show already. Sheesh.
Well, hello, all of you fine folks. How are you all doing today? Hi, Gary. Hey, Ketchup. How are you?
Hey, Jay. I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good. I see that Rickles is here, and Faves is here, and TK, and Renee's Retro Relics, Big Notification,
Hey,
Relance.
Faves. Morning, everybody.
Let me see. I don't want to miss anybody. I saw Angela. Muppet Angela was here. Yes. Look around 318, Maria P. Hello, hello, hello. I'll see if I got anyone else that I missed. I hope not. I think I got them all there. Well, there's more piling in, of course. But I'm glad you were all here. Shnemesis is here. Hi, Shnemesis. And lurking meal with meal. Well, tree got it. Dude, how are you? Hey, did you see something yesterday that was really important?
No, I didn't actually.
I think you did. I shared it with you.
Oh, yes, that. Yes. I thought you were talking about something else. I thought you were talking about the fact that there was a lack of something yesterday.
Oh, no, we have something.
Yes. Are you going to show it?
Oh, I'm going to do it right now. Hi, Ken.
Ooh.
How are you? Before we get to our Darrell Brooks coverage, of course, there was no Fleabag show last night. Of course, they're regrouping. All right, they're trying to reconfigure their lives. Hey, Joe, too. How are you? Hey, what's up? But yeah, they are really trying to. Texas Sun Gal. Hi, Texas Sun Gal or TX Sun Gal. Maybe it's not Texas. Maybe it's something else. I think it's Texas. But no, let me share this with you here. It's a little lips video, and then we'll get over to our Darrell Brooks. Hi, James. How are you?
What do you think of the outfit choice, Jay?
Well, she did 3 of these videos, so all in the same outfit with the red hair, and well, let's just see what she has to say regarding this.
But do you notice how she's got the glasses on and she's like covered all the way up? She's trying to look extra credible and honest.
Oh yeah, really credible, honest, almost like a school teacher.
Right, almost.
What she says.
Let me tell you guys something. I know that there's audios that are going to play, and I just speak the.
I'm going to mute that. I just speak the truth like it's not here. I'm not on any side. I was asked questions and I answered them. And I don't think I have anything to be ashamed of. They were honest questions answered, and I'm not taking sides or anything like that. Okay, so yeah, she's just telling us, guys. I don't know what music she was playing in the background, so that's why I muted it. But no, regarding the audio, she knows there's going to be audio coming out of her and Doritos on the Jeremy Hill side. As you can see here, she's not taking any sides. She's never taken any sides. Really? I seem to remember just 3 weeks ago, there was a lot of different videos.
That's an interesting spin.
Regarding her stalker, Jeremy Hales, Megan Sparks. I believe that was just 2 weeks ago. She was pumping out those videos left and right, but now she's not taking any sides. No, she just was answering some questions, all the truth, just answering some questions, doing the best she can, answer questions, be honest, that's all she wanted to do.
Of course.
But no sides, doesn't want to upset Fleabag, maybe big Fleabag, doesn't want to upset her, but at the same time, she knows what's coming out, and she knows she flipped. Everybody knows she flipped. Fleabag knows she flipped, all right? And I don't know what she gave up. I can only imagine. But I'll tell you this much.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Are you trying to tell me that she has one-sided coins?
Yeah, one-sided coins. Yep, that's what she has. One-sided coins.
Or she's a one-sided coin? Because, Ray said it's all about the one-sided coin.
Yeah, that's all it's about. It's all it's about. Yeah, but no, she's flipped. I don't know what's going to come out. And I'll tell you this much because I have talked with this woman personally on the phone 3 times. And I don't know what she's going to say. I don't know what they have on her. I don't know what she said to Jeremy Hales or Shockey or whoever she spoke to. I have no idea. I do know this much. What comes out of her mouth is usually a load of shit. All right. I spoke to this woman on the phone because I had to know for myself. Is she off her rocker? Like, does she need actual help, or is she literally diabolical? And does she suck that bad? And I found out no, she sucks that bad. However, she still hasn't taken down her Megan Fox videos, but I believe she's taken down all of her Jeremy Hales videos. So we'll see if she takes down the Megan Fox ones as well. But I know this much. I don't trust her as far as I can throw her, which is pretty far. But I don't trust her at all because of the things she said to me. And they were, I'm going to say, horrific. The way she came off, the way that she spoke. Oh, she speaks, Jay. Oh,
And what she did to you.
And what she did to me. All right. Because in honest faith, I spoke with her. Where's my call, Jay? Wait. Oh, wait. Was I supposed to give you a wake-up call, Juliet? Sorry. My bad. Sorry. Thank you, Juliet. Thank you. I appreciate it so much. Thank you for the 2. Sorry, I didn't call you this morning. I didn't mean to. I mean, my bad. Good morning. Thank you, Juliet. But no, I spoke to this woman on the phone, and she deflected every single damn question she asked of me. I would ask her a question back, and she pulled the vomit. She would redirect that question. So she would ask things like, why is Megan so mad at me? And I'd tell her, and she's like, well, I just want to do, fun stuff. I think if Jeremy really knew me, he'd like me and find me funny. And I'm like, I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Hi, Roz. What did you do now? Nothing. You didn't do nothing.
Morning, Roz.
Good morning, Rosalind Duke. But yeah, I'm one of the few people that actually on this side did have a conversation with her, and I made it very clear to her, go do something else on YouTube. But if you're going to continue down this road, it's not going to go well for you. And she decided to continue down this road. And, well, it's not going too well. But yeah, I told her, I said, you want things to stop, get your ass off of the internet and go do something else. And then she's like, oh, I was going to make all these political cartoons. It's like, yeah, political. Yeah, that seems like the way to go. Yeah, that's the way to try a good bipartisan crowd of love and happiness. You gotta go political. That always makes for a happy chat. All right. Seriously speaking. And then she kept sending me all of her videos going, oh, you gotta agree, this is freaking funny. And I was like, yeah, that was funny. That was real funny. I even encouraged her. I said, oh, this video, this was really good. You should make more of those, because I wanted her to make more of those. And she's like, oh, I'm going to. And sure enough, she did. Oh, sure enough, she did.
Those were so bad. Did you encourage her after you watched the Hodunks one with the inverted nipples with all the people that were half naked with the overalls on?
No,
the worst.
I encouraged her after she made her video where she was talking trash to all the people talking trash about her, and she was wearing a wig in her costume. And I was like, oh, that was a good video. You should make more of those. And then she was like, oh, even just JF said, this is a good one. So I'm going to make more of these. And I'm like, that's what I'm looking for. I enjoyed every bit of it, dummy. If these people haven't figured out me by now, they're in a lot of trouble. Because now, what's his face? Paint Chips made a new video yesterday. Of course, I'm not going to play Paint Chips' video, But apparently Jeremy Hales and Megan Fox and Tug and myself, all four of us, are going to be sucking up to Macy's window.
What?
Yeah, I can't explain it any more than I just did. I'm very confused myself. But we're all going to, he was standing in front of a Macy's saying, we're all going to be sucking up to a Macy's window because we suck as much as Jeremy's court case sucks, and we'll be sucking up to a Macy's window. Folks, you can go find it for yourself. I can't share it.
That's
It's
weird.
just stupid. It is way stupid.
Do you think he's making reference to the when you said lip sucker the other night or whatever you said during the game?
I don't think so. He's too far off. I don't know.
Because I don't get it. I don't get it at all.
This one was very, very weird. And he might be losing it himself if he hadn't already. But I digress. Here we are today. We're going to finish up Darrell Brooks trial day 2, of course, and we might start day 3. I only have a couple hours today because then I have to take a nap because I think Rosalind Duke is doing a show and my picture's in the thumbnail, so I don't know. I'll have to check my ex and see if I'm invited. Let me see if she sent me a link to this thing. I don't know if I'm supposed to be on it or she's just using my thumbnail as clickbait. But probably clickbait. She's using just J-Hip as clickbait. This is terrible.
She made you, Jay. I don't think she needs to use you for clickbait.
She made me?
Yeah. She made all your stuff.
Yeah. I haven't.
How would it look if Roz didn't make this stuff? What would this channel look like?
Oh, we would still be in the, in the tunnel of doom, just J-Hip with his tunnel of doom walking in, and we'd still have the countdown opening, with 30, 29, 28. I'm a bait and switch this, babes. Let's get into this. Now, this guy, he just ran into Darrell Brooks, obviously near the gas station. Darrell Brooks going the wrong way. He had to back up. They had the little altercation, and then he sees the same red SUV running through the crowd, and he saw people flying in the air. Okay, this next witness, I believe, is the follow-up to that person or to this individual here, and I believe she was behind him possibly in line. So we'll continue going on here, and I will speed this one up because the relevance here is very, very tired of you, Pearhead Stone Plug. What? Oh, did you try your new Pearhead Stone Plug? No, I didn't try. Oh, now I know what you're talking about. No, I didn't try that.
What? I'm so lost right now. What is happening? Where are you?
Oh, I mentioned Stars Rock. I was like, what was it? She said something about a plug, and I said, what? I'm supposed to use this as a plug? And then Okay, here we go. Back to the trial. Here we go. This is what we're doing.
State may call its next witness, please.
That's big.
Thank you. The state calls Holly Bird.
One and a half speed what we have over here. I'm going to take us off the screen so we can focus on this wonderful show. Hey, Colleen, how are you, Colleen? I hope you're feeling better. And hi, Dragon's Gravy. Good morning. Hi, Sherry. How are you? Hi, Bonnie. Oh, I wanted to point something out real quick, too. The other night, a couple of nights ago, I was watching the Fleabag show, and Slobby said hello to Bonnie. Bonnie! What are you doing over there on the other stream? You're over there in the Fleabag show? Because clearly Slobby's like, hi, Bonnie, hi, Bonnie. You know what? Maybe there's more than one Bonnie. I'll give her a break. It's possible. Bonnie? Sorry, Bonnie. Oh, Darrell's under the table. He's looking for stuff. I think the evidence that proves I'm innocent is under the table here. I'll find it. Oh, there it is. There it is. This is the innocence folder. Yep, right here. Hi, great.
The innocence folder.
Good afternoon. If you would please make your way to the witness stand. It is to my right, upper riser. When you get there, please raise your right hand. Remain standing, raise your right hand, and I sent my clerk on an errand, so I will swear you in. Do you solemnly swear that the testimony you are about to give shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? Yes. Thank you. Have a seat, please. When you are seated, the first thing I will have you do is to state your first and last names for the record and spell each, please.
Holly Berg, Hollylberg.
Thank you. Go ahead.
Thank you. Ms. Berg, thank you for your appearance here this afternoon. I'd like to ask you about the events of November 21, 2021, okay? Do you remember that afternoon, 3:30, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, what you were doing?
Yes,
What was that?
I was dropping my boyfriend's daughter, who was 5 at the time, at with her dance company on White Rock Avenue at their staging area
Okay,
to get ready for the parade.
so your boyfriend's daughter was going to participate in the parade?
Yes.
Okay, and you had to drop her off on White Rock?
Mhm.
Okay,
Was that again?
Janice.
Thank you.
and
My
then,
job to make sure the record's clear. So if you nod your head or say,
Okay.
I'll clarify. It's okay. People do it all the time.
and after you dropped her off, were you planning to attend the parade then?
Yes.
And where were you planning to watch the parade from?
Earlier that morning, we went and put our chairs and blankets on a spot on Main and Maple right on the corner,
Okay, and do you know if you were on the north side of the street or the south side of the street?
south side.
South side of the street, and do you know any businesses that were nearby that you can remember?
Yeah, we were right across from Main Street Bar and Grill.
Okay,
Main Street.
okay, Mainstream Bar and Grill?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
I-
And as you were traveling to the parade after dropping off your boyfriend's daughter, did you travel along North Street?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to ask to display exhibit number 7, which has already been admitted, Your Honor.
Permission to publish exhibit 7 is granted.
Typical.
All right, so it's up on the big screens. It's also on the monitor in front of you.
Okay.
And that's actually a touch.
It was right here in the second lane. It's probably one lane too close. I drew the X.
Okay,
We can clear it and she can do it again if it's not accurate.
yeah, it's not
So
the.
I was right here in the,
Okay.
oh my gosh.
In the center lane.
Yes.
Okay.
Hold on. I wonder if she, you may have clicked the arrow, which is okay. There's multiple ways to annotate. So try it again and see what comes up.
There we go.
And as you approach that intersection, do you remember if you had to stop for the stoplight there?
Yes, it had just turned red.
Okay. Did you see any cars around you on North Street?
Yes, there was a car to my left. I think it was silver. And I think there was a car on my right.
Okay. And the car on your left then would be in the lane closest to the gas station, correct?
Correct, right at the corner.
Okay. There is a gas station right there, that big box in the middle of the
Yes.
street. Okay. What do you remember happening as you sat there at the stoplight?
So I stopped at the stoplight, and I immediately saw a red SUV come from down the hill on Barstow, and it turned into North Street to go into the gas station. However, it turned on a one-way street, and it was like head to head with the car next to me in the first lane. And so I was right next to the silver car.
Sure.
And
Could you draw that for us on the map?
Yeah.
The best you can, please.
yep, so it came down here and into this first lane right here.
Okay. And that's where the silver car was parked.
Yeah.
Or stopped, I should say.
Yes, and there is a driveway to the gas station right here.
Okay.
And the silver car was blocking that driveway because it's an exit, not an enter.
Okay. And so you saw the SUV go kind of hood to hood or head to head, you
Yes.
said, with the silver car.
Yeah, and I was looking, I'm like, oh my gosh, this guy is coming onto trying to get onto our one-way street. And I saw a bunch of arm flailing
By
from,
who?
I think both vehicles, because presumably the red SUV is mad that the silver car is blocking to get into the gas station. The silver car is like, I'm not doing anything wrong. So they were both kind of upset. And then I noticed the silver car backed up to allow the red SUV to get into the gas station.
Okay. Could you see into the red SUV and see the driver of that vehicle?
When I was, before it had entered before silver car backed up and red SUV went into the driveway, I could just see outline.
Okay.
However, after the SUV pulled in, he stopped immediately as soon as he got into the driveway
Mhm.
and stuck his head out and was still doing this, like yelling at the silver car.
Gesturing and
Yes.
yelling. Could you hear what was being said?
No, I had my window up.
You had your window up. Okay. But it appeared he was yelling.
Yes.
Did he appear angry to you?
Irritated.
Okay. And could you tell how many people were in that red SUV at that point? Or did you see anybody other than the driver?
I did not see anybody else.
Do you think you can identify the driver of that red SUV?
Yes.
Is that person present in the courtroom here today?
Yes.
All right. I'm going to ask Mr. Brooks to remove his mask, Your Honor, for identification by this witness.
Mr. Brooks, thank you. Record to reflect he took his mask down.
Yes.
Is that the driver of the red SUV you just described for us?
Yes.
Okay. Now, did you eventually go on to the parade?
Yes. So right after, 5 seconds after the SUV got in and stuck his head out, then the light turned green and I went and parked my car and then met with my family. So right after, 5 seconds after the SUV got in and stuck his head out, then the light turned green and I went and parked my car and then met with my family at the location.
Okay. And did you see a red SUV on the parade route?
Yes, about 30 minutes into getting there.
Okay. So I'm just going to slow down here a little bit, okay? You're doing a great job. Thank you. I just want to ask you now, as you're standing there at the parade, what do you remember about the first time you saw that red SUV?
So at first, so a group had just passed us. I believe it was the Catholic community group. And then there was a large gap. And so I looked to see, what's next.
Okay.
And saw a red SUV, which I originally thought was part of the parade, in the far right lane of Main Street, but it was going really fast. And I said to myself, why is this going so fast? And then it clicked as soon as it switched over to the far left lane, and then into the group of people right in front of me.
And that would be the Catholic community group?
I do believe so.
Did you see the red SUV strike any people in the Catholic community group?
Several,
Can you estimate how many?
at least 15.
Okay. And did, I'm sorry to ask it this way, but did you see anybody like actually fly or roll or tumble?
Yeah, so
I just
originally
sent him a message.
I heard sounds like thuds, and then it was in the air, like bowling pins.
Okay. Did you get a look at the driver of the vehicle as it went through the parade?
Yeah, when I had just said it veered to the left and then struck the group of people, it was about probably 6 or 7 feet from where I was standing,
Okay.
and I saw directly through the driver's window.
What did you see?
I saw a man focus on the group ahead of him.
Is that Darrell Brooks that you saw?
Yes, and as soon as that happened, about 10 seconds after, I froze and I said to my mom, who was with me, I just saw that guy at the gas station, and it clicked that it was the same person.
You remember exactly that it was the same person?
Yes.
Okay. You described hearing some noises that you described as thuds, is that right?
Yes.
What do you think that noise was?
Don't
Hitting
take
a
some
large group of people
serious
with a
notes
vehicle.
here.
Okay. Did you hear Mr. Brooks honking the horn on the vehicle at all?
No.
You described some driving maneuvers. We saw him going from side to side of the road. Is that correct?
Yeah, I saw it coming up Main Street in the far right lane, and I was in the far left, on the sidewalk of the far left, and it was then in the far left lane.
Okay. Were you able to estimate the speed of the vehicle at that time?
Objection, hearsay.
Overruled.
Would you be able to estimate the speed?
Could you estimate the speed? Let me hearsay. Her estimating the speed is hearsay. I don't think he's figured out the hearsay yet, Ketchup.
I don't think so either.
I got you both lurking on Doug's life. Oh, yeah, I hopped over there just to give him a hard time, of course. That's what
Me too. I asked him what he's doing up this early.
You're welcome, Janice. You're welcome, Janice. Yeah, we'll do that tomorrow.
To the best of my knowledge, I would say 20 miles per hour,
Okay.
perhaps.
Did you ever see the vehicle?
As many bodies as it did. I remember the brake lights, but then it continued.
Did you actually see the vehicle drive over people?
I saw it hit the group and people fly, and then there was just chaos in the street.
Okay.
Thank you, Lavender.
Had your boyfriend's daughter already gone through?
No, she had not.
Okay. So she was back waiting to join the parade, or you?
We
did you
didn't
where
know
she was?
at the time, no. So as soon as it happened, my boyfriend leaped up to go help people, and I grabbed him. I said, no, go find her. So then he took off and had to go find her down 5 blocks.
Okay. All right. Thank you, ma'am. I don't have any other questions for you.
Mr. Brooks, do you have any cross-exam for this witness?
I do.
Oh, he does.
First of all, get out there, son.
She does not respond to
Stated
good
that-
afternoon.
You saw brake lights. Would that be fair to say?
Was that a yes?
Yes.
Thank you.
Would it be fair to say you would only see brake lights from a vehicle if it was attempting to stop?
Or slow.
So just so I'm clear on that, you would see brake lights on a vehicle that is attempting to slow down or stop.
Sure.
And you stated that you can estimate the speed of the vehicle.
I estimated 20 miles per hour.
characterize that as extremely fast?
Yes, for the parade, yes.
Get the parade, dummy.
And how did you come to the conclusion of the speed?
Hi, friend Psycho.
With how quickly it went from point A to point B in my range of sight.
Hi, Happy.
Going back to the gas station incident, you were. I guess I would need to see the map again.
We
You
still
were-
have that available.
Thank you,
The
Michelle.
map. We still have the map with the markings available, or was it cleared after we captured
I
it?
didn't clear it. Yeah,
Okay.
will we please say that as 7B, please, Your Honor?
It will be saved as 7P.
And admitted.
Any position on that, Mr. Brooks?
Yeah, I don't see the relevancy of the map.
It's directly related to her testimony, sir. It's relevant. Your objection is noted.
So
It's overruled. Exhibit 7B is received.
It doesn't see the relevancy to the map. She used the map to show where she's located.
This dude, I swear, he's such a dick.
By the way, I know Tug was testing his stuff this morning. I just went over to mess with him. I don't care. It's not like a huge, just a hip dog battle. No. I just went over there to mess with him. It's fun. I spent not there. Forgive me. I only stayed in Tug for a minute. That's okay. I was just messing with Tug, okay? It's so fun. No, he's my friend. Here we go. Back to Big Dummies. Very powerful cross-examination.
Yeah, I don't see the relevancy of the map.
It's directly related to her testimony, sir. It's relevant. Your objection is noted.
So
It's overruled. Exhibit 7B is received.
where were you positioned again at the stoplight?
I was in the front row in the middle lane.
Do you remember if it was a car to your right?
I think there was a car to my right.
Do you recall if the vehicle you saw going into the gas station had any tinted windows?
I do not.
And you stated that you were pretty sure it was only one occupant of that vehicle?
Yes, that's all I could see.
Play safe.
With all you can see, or are you sure that it was only one occupant?
I could see one person.
So it'd be fair to say you couldn't see any other seats in the vehicle?
I saw one person when it was head to head with the vehicle next to me, the one with the arms in the air, and then I saw one person as he stuck his head out the window once he pulled in.
Could you see the passenger seat?
I could not from that point.
Could you see the back seats?
No.
Are we done with the map? I'd like to turn.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry.
Thank you.
You're really doing it, Darrell. You're doing a good job.
Do you recall who subpoenaed you here to testify?
Yes.
Here we
You
go.
stated for the record?
Yes, I said. Oh, the state of Wisconsin District Attorney.
Do you see the state of Wisconsin present in the courtroom today?
Objection, irrelevant.
Sustained.
Good
Mr. Brooks, move
question.
on. Under 90611, I've sustained all of the objections related to this line of questioning. It's not relevant. Next topic, or I will find that the cross-examination by you is done.
So you're sustaining every question pertaining to that part of questioning, or is it for
Yes.
every testimony? Or
It's on that topic, so you may continue if you choose another topic.
Hi, some beats. Thank you. Hey, James.
Have you ever seen the plaintiff, state of Wisconsin, before?
Right, pursuant to 90611, judge controls the order and mode of interrogation, that these questions violate sub 1, and Mr. Brooks will not be able to ask any further questions of this witness. State have any redirect?
No redirect, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. You may step down.
Very quick witness. Very quick witness. Didn't have to go through much. Now, our next witness coming up here, I believe, is going to be the lead detective. Darrell Brooks is going to have a problem with him, but that won't really come until day 3 when he does his cross-examination. However, we're going to speed through his direct examination. Once he gets called up to the to the stand here, then I will go ahead and I will put it at 1.5 speed. As you can see, Darrell is already getting all of his materials ready. He's bound and determined to dominate this portion here. This will be the nomination point.
This has passed 3 notes to the court. I review them as they come in. At times I put no response needed by the court. I initial it, date it, put the time. These will be uploaded into the file at some point. There was one particular request I do want to take up by Mr. Brooks, and that is at 1:11 p.m. he sent a note to the court indicating, "I'm very emotional right now. Can I go to the other court?" I responded to that at 1:20 p.m. and I said the court will address this at the next break. Clerk advised to provide a copy of this response to the parties forthwith. I believe she may have provided even the other note, a copy of the other note in my response at that time, but at a minimum, I know my response was copied and provided to the parties. I did note that I saw Mr. Brooks reviewing the papers. They were put on the corner of his table. I wrote down the time. It's not at my fingertips. I'll look for that. But in any event, I did want to address that with you, Mr. Brooks. You've been in the courtroom. You've been meaningfully participating. Are you asking to go to the other courtroom?
We went back on the record. I was very emotional at that time. Still very emotional, but I'm attempting as best I can to hold it together.
Holding it together.
That does lead me to, since we are addressing certain things outside the.
Well, I'm addressing this first, sir. Are you making requests to go to the other
I'm not
courtroom?
making any requests at this time. Like I just stated, I'm trying my best to hold everything together, considering how this day has been. I can't expect anybody else to know what's inside my head, to know what I'm going through right now. But yeah.
Wow,
Let's
that's
leave it right there.
rich.
All right, thank you. That is noted for the record.
You have to understand, though, Ketchup. This guy, remember, they read through his COVID test, all right? He was crying in the other room, having a mere panic attack. I mean, it was terrible what Darrell Brooks
He's a
had to go through.
bitch.
He had to put himself on top of his table to keep the bailiffs from getting his his COVID test. And then when they retrieved his COVID test, of course, if you remember back, he was crying and crying and crying, bawling hysterically in the other room. My grandson kept me posted every single time I got a sub. He was so excited. He's 10 and sweet. Jay, he has ideas on how to make my channel grow. Well,
That is so sweet.
I look forward to those faves, and I will help you as well. Throw your link in the chat. Go check out faves, of course. Of course, go check out faves. And faves, you can throw your own link. Of course, in my chat, if you would, I would appreciate it. Or Ketchup, if you could. As you all know, just your hip doesn't know how.
Yeah, we all know that.
But I am.
Sorry, I was gonna say maybe Darrell is just passionate about his hippo rights.
Yeah, he's really worried about the hippos. He loves the hippos. You got to focus on the hippos.
The hippos.
But yes, throw a link up there for faves. I already subbed to faves, of course. So yeah, and I have a couple of other channels I'll be throwing out there tomorrow as well. But I'm gonna wait till I have a little bit bigger crowd, and then we'll do that because tomorrow is Monday Respond Day. Assuming the Fleabags do a show tonight, I don't think they can resist. If they do a show tonight, we'll have a Monday Respond Day. That's what I'm gonna set everything up as. If they don't do a show, hey Mel, how are you? If they don't do a show, we're gonna do Darrell Brooks, but I'll probably give you a little bit of coverage on the Jeremy Hill's case for a little bit, and then we'll move on to Darrell Brooks if they don't do a show for the, I believe, third day in a row. And
Well, they don't usually do Fridays, but I thought the other night that she said she was gonna do Friday, like on Thursday.
Friday, she said, and then she didn't do Saturday. So she did have a wonderful Thursday show where they played the game. Miyagi has a wonderful video out for that. I'll be sharing that tomorrow morning. But yeah, I think, well, they played that. It was a really fun game. You'll see it on Miyagi.
It sucked. It was awful.
I watched the replay on Miyagi's stream. It was wonderful.
Oh, the one that Miyagi's version was like a million times better.
Very, very good game. I saw Miyagi on it. Very good game. Let's get back to this, though. Let's see how Darrell does here. I think, let's see, we're going to get ready to take a break, but we'll finish this up and then move on to our detective.
At some point, sir, after I admitted Exhibit 6, you raised an objection, and I told you I would allow you to raise that outside the presence of the jury. Now's your opportunity to do that.
And which one would you be referring to?
Exhibit 6, sir.
The video?
We've seen multiple videos, but yes, Exhibit 6 is a video, sir.
I think it's very clear what I was referring to in that video. The interview portion of the officer with the 3 individuals has language in it that you made a ruling about pertaining to a whole different entire.
Which part of the video, sir?
The interview part. I'm gonna say it again, as I've already said it clearly enough. The interview part between the officer and the 3 individuals.
And what specifically are you referring to? What statement, sir? I need some specificity.
Do you need it played?
that.
Do you need it played?
Mr. Brooks, you're the one making the objection. Please make your offer of proof so I can rule on it.
The offer of proof is that there's language said by Erica Patterson in that interview that can be audible, referring to another situation in another county. You made a ruling on that will not be admitted into evidence. So at the very least, that portion of the video that you've already admitted into evidence should be removed, or the whole video should be struck and removed from the record. And I'm saying that because of the ruling that you made, the judicial determination that you made, Your Honor.
Let me turn to the state attorney. Opper, I don't specifically recall. If I need to review it on a break, maybe I will, but do you have any idea what this is referring to?
I do not, Your Honor. I did not hear anything in that recording that would violate your previous orders.
It's very clear if the video was played that you can hear language said in that portion of the video that you clearly ruled on.
I'll review it at a later point in time. The state will need to just file that clip.
He is correct on this one. It's very minute, but he is correct on this one.
A flash drive so I can review that in chambers. From my perspective, even if there were to be something, it was not offered for the truth of the matter asserted. This was to provide an account of what the officer was experiencing, but I'll review it. If there is something in there, I certainly can. It doesn't change the fact that the video itself is admissible. It might have an impact on whether it's played again for the jury, at least at that particular point. But again, I didn't personally catch that, but there was a lot going on in that video at that time, a lot of audio. There's clearly, in addition to the audio from the squad, you can hear the radio. So I will need to review it again. Mr. Brooks, I'd appreciate if you not roll your eyes at me. There was a lot going on in that video. I don't think anyone in this courtroom would disagree with me. What I'm telling you, I'm giving you the opportunity to raise the issue since you essentially didn't. Well, let me state it this way. You raised it when you thought it was appropriate. I told you I take it up outside the presence of the jury. That's what I'm giving you the opportunity to do. What I'm telling you is I'm not going to make a ruling specifically because I need to watch the video. And so I don't think that's something you should be rolling your eyes at. That's proper for this court. It would be something that if I were to just give my ruling right now, it would be something that someone could look at later on and say, well, you just admitted on the record, you didn't hear it yourself. So what I'm telling you, sir, is I'm going to take the time, not now during the trial, but on a break when I can look at it in chambers and keep a careful ear out for what you said. And then I'll come back and make my ruling. So giving deference to your request. So I don't think it warrants you rolling your eyes at me.
I wasn't rolling my eyes to you about
So
that.
with that, we're on recess, 15 minutes, everyone. The court's.
Your Honor.
Well, there we go. 15 minutes. We're going to bring on our next witness here. Hang on.
I can hear Erica Patterson saying that I get into an argument, or I argue with my baby daddy all the time, and he previously ran over my foot. So I'm going to take the request under advisement. At this point, I'm inclined to strike this exhibit from the state's case. I'm going to give the parties over the weekend to file any written requests regarding it or further authority, and I'll address it first thing Monday morning. So thank you for bringing that to my attention.
I'm not interrupting you.
No, go ahead.
Did you make a ruling on the filing for the demand of verified statement of particulars by affidavit?
Mr. Brooks, I'm not going to address that. It is an argument that's without merit. I'm summarily denying it yet again. We're going to bring the jury back out, okay? We're going to continue with testimony. Does the state have the next witness available?
We do, Your Honor.
Your objection is noted for the record. We're continuing, Mr. Brooks. Thank you.
I'm aware of that, Your Honor. I was just trying to make sure I didn't interrupt you while you were saying something. So
State's next witness, please.
will you be proving the subject matter?
We need the jury here.
Oh, we do. Oh, sometimes I get a little ahead of myself. Let's bring the jury out.
Retain this motion to dismiss this case for lack of personal and subject matter jurisdiction. And I'd like to state that for the record.
Your statement is noted.
You have not proven subject matter jurisdiction yet, Your Honor. Are you making a judicial
And I
determination?
direct your attention to the Barnaby decision, Mr. Brooks.
Is that a judicial determination?
She's the judge. I'm pretty sure every decision she makes is a judicial decision. That's me now, Ketchup. I don't know about you, but that's how I would call it. But I don't know. Do you see it differently?
No, I'm gonna have to agree with you on that.
Yeah. I think when the judge makes a decision, it's a judicial decision. But okay, keep going, big dog.
The record should reflect that I got no answer.
Okay, Kay. Hey, Sebastian, how are you? Just ignore the idiot.
I have a Post-it note, Madam Clerk. All right, thank you, everyone. Please be seated. State may call its next witness.
Thank you, Your Honor. The state calls Detective Casey.
All right, Detective Casey, if you would please take the witness stand. When you get there, please remain standing. Raise your right hand, and my clerk, Teresa, will swear you in.
Detective Casey is the lead detective on this case, and I want to remind you he was also involved with the interrogation of the Slender Man case with the ladies there. I can mute this a little bit because they're spelling his name and all that stuff. But no, if you remember the Slender Man case, he was one of the lead detectives on that as well.
The rank.
I'm a detective.
How long have you worked in law enforcement?
Over 25 years.
And, directing your attention to the date of November 21, 2021, were you on duty that day, sir?
Yes, I was.
In what capacity?
Well, my rank was detective, but I was assigned to the Christmas parade as traffic control.
Okay. Just helping out?
Just helping out.
All right. And have you patrolled the Christmas parade in the past, sir?
Yes, I have for many years.
Okay. And the parade's always held on Main Street in downtown Waukesha, is that right?
Yes, it is.
Okay. But what time did you report to the parade route?
That day, myself and 3 other people started at 1 p.m.
And where'd you go?
My position was on White Rock Avenue and East Main Street.
Okay. And you're, as a detective, you typically dress in plain clothes, is that correct?
Typically.
That day, were you in plain clothes or a police uniform?
I was in police uniform.
Could you describe that for the jury, please?
I had a jacket on that had shoulder patches on each side. I had a hat that had said police on the top of it. And I had a neon vest on that said police on the front and back of it.
Were you driving a squad car?
I had an unmarked squad with me, and I also had a marked Ford Explorer with me.
And the unmarked squad, are there any red and blue emergency lights on that squad, sir?
Yes, there are.
In more than one location?
Yes, the front, rears, and then the sides.
Okay. At your post there on White Rock and Main Street, did you have your unmarked squad parked there?
Yes, I did.
And then there was also a marked squad parked there?
Correct.
Were the red and blue lights activated on those squads?
Yes, they were.
What was the purpose in activating the red and blue lights?
To notify.
Unmarked squad parked there?
Yes, I did.
And then there was also a marked squad parked there?
Correct.
Were the red and blue lights activated on those squads?
Yes, they were.
What was the purpose in activating the red and blue lights?
To notify traffic that the road was closed down, make it easier to see.
Okay. And you said you reported for duty at 1 p.m.?
Yes.
And about what time was it when you actually went down to the parade route and shut down that intersection?
Right when I got there at 1 p.m.
Okay. So that area was closed since 1 p.m. that afternoon.
Correct. So the area on White Rock Avenue between Niagara and Main Street is the staging area for the parade floats when they come in. So they close that area about 3 hours earlier before the parade starts.
I see. What was the weather like that day?
It's very cold and windy out.
What time was the parade supposed to start?
4 p.m.
And do you know about how many units were participating in the parade?
There were 67 units that were assigned that day.
And all of them are told to report to the staging area to line up before they get onto the parade route. Is that right?
Correct. The roadway is closed in my position, and they're all supposed to enter from the north and come south.
Okay. How many spectators would you estimate were present at the parade?
Oh, there had to be at least 5,000 people. The parade route is about 0.6 of a mile long. The sidewalks were packed. There were some people in the roadway. So we estimate that there was probably at least 5,000 people watching the parade that day.
Okay. And you're obviously aware, sir, that there was a tragic event that occurred as the parade was underway, correct?
Correct.
Do you know of the 67 units that you told us about, how many units were impacted directly by the conduct of Mr. Darrell Brooks?
There was 8 units that all had people that were injured during the parade.
And you know which units those are, or which groups those are?
Yes, I do.
If I were to show you video of those groups early in the parade route before the SUV goes through, would you be able to identify those groups for us and tell us a little bit about each one?
Certainly.
All right. Just to be clear, sir, well, if we could please put up Exhibit 1. It's the easiest way to ask my question.
Exhibit 1 will be followed.
I would quickly like to object to being called that name. I do not recognize the name that the prosecutor used.
Sheriff Johnson is
All right, now we're starting round 2 of Darrell Brooks in his new soft set deal. He doesn't want to be referred to as that name. Here we go. Hi, Disabled Dahlia. Good morning to you.
Hey, Dahlia.
What were you going to say?
I was gonna say, this dude, you know, the alleged defendant.
He's got his little tiny pencil in his hand.
He has a pencil instead of a pen today?
Oh, no, he's got his little tiny pen. The insert of the pen. He can't have the whole pen. He gets the little tiny insert of the pen.
Yeah, he gets the inside only.
Oh, man.
Honestly, when you're in jail, that's the most valuable part of the pen, I heard, because they can use it to make tattoos.
Well, don't worry. Later on in the streams, when we get to further days, Prince is going to show up. And I'm not talking about the singer. All right. I can't remember the guy's name. Something the Prince shows up, or Prince the whatever shows up. All right. This guy was being promoted by another YouTuber, and he shows up to sit behind Darrell Brooks to show solidarity. This guy loses his following because the guy who was promoting him, you know, says, "What the living hell are you doing?"
Right?
You're over there. He's like, "No, us brothers got to stick together." And he's like, "No, you're done. You're off my platform if you're going to go and support this guy."
Wow.
And I used to watch this guy's show. I have to go back and hunt for him. But no, he was highly promoted and to try and build his YouTube channel. And all of his friends were like, "Are you kidding me, you idiot? Like, this is the guy you're going to stand behind. You're going to the cross for. You are falling on the sword for this guy." I don't know. He probably still has a channel, but I mean, he got crucified. He even did an interview outside the courtroom with somebody with a news channel. And they
No
were,
way.
"Oh my God." And they were like, I mean, I sat there and watched the videos that this guy was in. He's like, "Man, well, we just got to stick together." And one of the other guys on the show was like, "Bruh, are you kidding me?" And he's like, "Have you seen what he did? Bruh."
Yeah, like, do you even have any idea what's going on?
I don't know. He made a very dumb mistake, though, that probably cost him what could have been a very successful YouTube channel. Maybe he's turned things around. I don't know. I don't go check him out anymore, but we'll get there.
How to tank yourself, like, in under 10 seconds.
Yeah, go support Darrell Brooks. I mean, my God, he tanked himself so bad. Maybe he recovered. I don't know.
noted. It's overruled.
So, again, the direction of travel for the parade is what? Which direction, sir?
The parade starts in this area right here.
Okay.
This here is the staging area. and it travels this way, which is southwesterly fashion, and then it proceeds this direction, which is west.
Okay, so the
Oh,
units that were struck first by the SUV were near the end of the parade, correct?
Near the end or maybe the middle. There were still some parades that haven't even started the parade around yet, and there were some that had already finished.
Okay, and so we'll just play these videos, please, and I'm going to ask you again as we play them to identify the various groups that were impacted. So,
Any request as relates to the annotation?
no, I don't think so. Not at this time, Your Honor. We can let that one go.
All right, Mr. Brooks, any request as it relates to the annotation?
I don't understand what is annotation.
Next time, wait. The monitor, the touch screen made annotations, made marks. We've been capturing it. The state said they were not asking that an exhibit be made. Unfortunately, they're no longer on there. So we won't have the specific markings. Would you have wanted those markings to be captured? Okay, because I would give instructions to Detective Casey to redo them if you wanted.
No.
All right, then go ahead.
All right, so I'm going to ask, we're going to preview Exhibit 10, please. Do you see the beginning of Exhibit 10 on your screen, sir?
No, I do not.
I'm gonna let this play for a bit here, Ketchup. I'll be right back in about just a minute or two, all right?
Okay.
Recognize that image?
Yes, I do.
And do you know Exhibit 10 to be a video clip?
Yes, I do.
Looking at it right now, do you recognize the group that is displayed on that first screenshot, I guess, from the video that's displayed?
Yes, I do.
Okay, and what group do you see there, sir?
The Catholic Communities of Waukesha.
Okay. And do you believe this clip that we're about to show the jury will be a truthful and accurate representation of the parade units as they enter the parade route?
Overruled.
Yes, I do believe that they do.
Okay. Move to admit number 10 and permission to publish, Your Honor.
For the record, how long is Exhibit 10?
It is 3 minutes and 31 seconds, Your Honor.
Any position by Mr. Brooks?
I'll check with the grounds.
Your objection is noted. It's overruled.
Grounds.
Permission to Exhibit 10 is received. Permission to publish is granted. Mr. Brooks, your objection is noted. It's overruled. I'll answer this. I believe the evidence is relevant to the charges in this case.
Detective Casey, before we begin playing the video, what do you see? Could you please describe for the jury and orient them to what they're seeing at this point?
So this would be the Catholic Communities of Waukesha. They would be marching westbound on Main Street, which is at the early beginning of the parade. In the cross street there would be East Avenue, and the church behind them should be St. Matthias Church.
Okay. And do they have a banner in front of their group as they march down the road?
Yes, they do.
Okay. To your knowledge, sir, you've seen many videos from this parade, correct?
Correct.
And you saw some of these units, at least as they entered the route, correct?
Correct.
Did the Catholic Community of Waukesha, did the participants for that group wear any specific clothing or uniforms, to your knowledge?
No, they do not.
The objection is noted. It's overruled.
Okay.
And the answer may stand.
And to your knowledge, did they walk in any sort of formation?
It was just a random formation. Sometimes they changed a little bit as they were walking.
Okay. Please play.
Folks, I do want to say everything is blurred out. I'm not showing you anything terrible here, okay? But some of the sounds and audio might be something that might be disheartening to you. Understand, remember, this man's in prison for the rest of his life. He's been essayed in prison. He's been beaten up in prison, and he will be taking that for the rest of his life, okay? Bear that in mind, as even though some of this might be tough to get through, we're going to get through it. We're going to laugh at some of it stupid, but I'm not saying that this is funny. I'll make fun of some stuff that Darrell does, of course, right? We'll comment on some of this stuff. I want to make it very clear. I'm not saying this is funny, all right? Darrell Brooks' actions in the courtroom are sometimes funny and also disgusting. I'm making that very clear to all of you right now, but this is a show. I run my show mostly on humor, but at the same time, there will be serious parts in this, and that is not something I condone or think of as funny. I want to make that clear. Okay?
Yeah, just trying to bring some levity to this horrible case.
Exactly.
And now it's about the 24-second mark. What's the next unit coming into the screen?
The Dancing Grannies.
Okay. And they had a banner?
Correct.
Okay.
And the women on the Left-hand side of the screen is Virginia Sorensen.
On the left-hand side of the screen or the left-hand side of the street?
Objection. That was not the question I asked who the person was.
I'll sustain the objection. The answer was non-responsive. I'll strike it. Next question. Juries shall disregard the last answer provided by Detective Kesey.
All right.
You won
Actually,
one.
we're just gonna play this and we
Wow.
won't identify any people at this point. To your knowledge, sir, did the dancing grannies have a uniform?
Yes, they did.
Do you remember generally what it looked like?
It was a blue dress. They had hats. They had some lights around them. White tennis shoes.
Okay. And did they march in a formation to your knowledge?
Yes, they did.
Okay. Please play.
Just a lovely group of ladies bringing joy to a town. That's all they were doing. Thank you, Taz. Good morning, Tracy.
What's that vehicle, sir?
It's a support vehicle for the dancing grannies.
All right. Did you happen to see that? No, strike that. All right. So that they had a banner in front and then a white, looked like SUV type vehicle at the rear of their group?
Yes.
Okay.
Hi,
That
Jen.
was, the 146 mark I paused, and we will continue to play.
Hey, Gracia. Hey,
And if you
Cole.
could please pause. At the 205 mark, which unit is this, please?
This would be Citizens Bank.
And did these participants have a uniform or something that would be recognizable?
Not really uniform, but a couple of ladies got together and wore the same pants and jackets over top, and then some Santa hats.
Okay. And they had this float associated with their unit?
Yes.
Okay. Did they march in a formation to your knowledge?
No, just sort of random. They're handing out candy, walking around, and no specific place.
Okay. Play. Do you know about how many people are involved with this unit?
Overruled. You may answer.
I would estimate about 35 girls, younger age, varying.
Okay. And again, they started with a banner in the front.
Yes.
Did they have a support vehicle involved as well?
Yes, pickup truck that there were two people in the back of the bed, which were resupplying the candy for the people that were marching.
Okay. Did these girls have a certain uniform?
Yes, they did.
What do you remember about their uniform?
Black tights, black sweater, white tennis shoes, and they all had a headband on that lit up.
To your knowledge, did they march in formation?
The girls in the front, there was 4 different groups of girls based on sort of their age. And
I want to mention something here. These girls are wearing a light up headband, all right, from the Extreme Dance Group. Okay. This is going to be hard to see later on, but one of those headbands ends up around the side view mirror of Darrell Brooks' car. All right. That's how bad this was. That one of their headbands flew off and ended up on the side view mirror of Darrell Brooks' car. All right. I'm just forewarning
But
you.
how did that happen? Because he wasn't there.
Well, I don't know. It's
Someone must have put it there.
it's freaking terrible when they show that vehicle that witnessed nothing but bodies for the most part, and then there is a head hanging around the side view mirror on the outside of the car of one of these girls. It's terrible. But again, Darrell Brooks is a jackass. Gang. What do you expect?
their ability. The girls in the front had more of a formation than some of the tiny tots that were in the back.
Okay. Play.
Yes, he did, Juliet.
right, that's the end of that clip. I'd like to show you another clip that's been marked as State's Exhibit number 11 so that we can continue with the parade units, please.
Hey, we had
Preview
an
for
orange
sir.
cone, not a green cone. This should have a green cone. But
Your objection is noted. It is overruled. And you may question the witness regarding the exhibit.
Thank you.
We'll note from Mr.
Yeah,
Brooks that in addition to being relevant to the charges, it also goes to background and context.
by the way, if you could hit the like
Background to the event.
or subscribe if you haven't already.
Events that led up to
Like
all of
detail,
the charges, the reason for why we're here.
detail background.
It's regarding the parade, sir.
I don't understand, but okay. Don't understand.
And yes, Grace, share one.
Your statement's noted for the record.
I don't know French, Psycho. I can't answer that question.
Having technical difficulties, Judge, trying to spin the
The answer is She Devil.
video to get it upright.
It's because he was angry. Because he was angry is why he did it.
I apologize, Judge. Sorry, one plan B here.
Very upset there. Holding back tears.
Get it upright, Judge. This will take a minute to get straight.
Get it together, Hopper. Come on. I'm trying to run a show here.
It's up on my monitor. There it is.
All right, thank you. I appreciate everyone's patience. I apologize. All right, sir. You now see the front screen of State's Exhibit number 11, correct?
Yes, I do.
And it's upright.
Correct.
Okay. And you have seen State's Exhibit number 11 before, correct?
Yes, I have.
Do you believe it's a
Hold
true?
on. There's been an objection. Are you objecting to the question?
I'm objecting to, is that the same video? I don't see the same person that was directly in the camera view when it was sideways. It looks like a totally different video.
Sir, it's not been admitted yet. The state's laying a foundation for that. And I'm going to let them continue questioning.
So, Detective Casey, you have seen State's Exhibit number 11 before, correct?
Yes, I have.
And you believe it's a true and accurate representation of the events of November 21, 2021?
Objection.
Yep.
Your objection is noted. It's overruled.
Yes, I do.
All right, move for admission of number 11 and permission to publish, Your Honor.
Mr. Brooks, any position on the admission of Exhibit
Yes, I
11?
definitely object. This is not the same video that was just attempted to be shown. This is a totally different video.
Mr. Brooks, your objection is noted. There wasn't much testimony about whatever that prior exhibit was, and I'm going off of his testimony about seeing this particular video clip. There's the still image in front of him that he identified he previously reviewed, and it's accurate, true and accurate. So based on that, your objection is noted, but it is overruled. I'll receive exhibit 11. Permission to publish is granted.
The last video then that didn't.
The last video wasn't admitted, sir. There were technical issues. They moved on. We will continue. Go ahead.
Okay, so again, please orient us, Detective Casey.
So we are now a little bit further west on Main Street. This is about maybe 2 blocks west of the last location, and the cross street it would be at is Northwest Barstow Street.
Okay, and what unit is shown on the screen at the moment?
This would be the Waukesha Laser Support.
Yes, Grace, I am speeding up the trial here. I got it on 1.5 speed, especially over the prosecutor's questions. And there'll be some stuff we do speed up here. I do have the closed caption playing. If we ran this in regular speed, doing this trial, say 2 times or even 3 times a week for 2-3 hours at a time, I would be covering this through February. And I don't want to cover this through February. I want to finish this in January. All right. So I can move on to my next throwback trial that I want to cover. I can't do this in regular speed because trust me, you don't want that. Okay. It's a lot of objections. So there you go. That's just to answer the question there. On the very important witnesses and on redirect or cross-examination by Darrell, I usually do slow it down a little bit to show how stupid he is. And so I do that. Okay.
Vehicle, and then the baseball players come shortly behind it.
Okay, and to your knowledge, did this group walk in any certain formation?
No, they didn't. They walked around. They were also handing out candy, just sort of walking around, mingling with the crowd and themselves.
Okay, and were some of the players wearing their baseball jerseys?
Yes, they were.
And other individuals just had on like hats and coats and nothing discernible, correct?
What a go.
Everybody had on coats and hats.
Hey,
Your
Coop.
objection is noted. It's overruled.
So most of the players had their jerseys on with their numbers in the back, but there was also some coaches that were marching with them, and they just had regular jackets and hats that were on when they were walking.
Okay, please play.
And right now they're just establishing who was actually at the parade. They're not getting through the actual attack here, just establishing who was at the parade. All right, because these are the groups that were actually
Steve
attacked.
Barris Logistics, you can see the pickup truck that's pulling a float that has the Grinch on the back.
Okay, please play.
I said doo-doo or dodo.
And now at the 103 mark, we've paused it. What's the next unit coming into view?
This would be the Waukesha South High School marching band.
Go ahead.
So crazy to watch this because I've never watched any of it.
Yeah, it's when you get to see some of the other videos of where, and actually one of these band members does speak in closing, as witness statements. And pretty.
And if you could pause, what's that unit right there in the middle?
Well, there's the mascot first for the Waukesha South Band, and then directly behind that is the Remax Realty support vehicle.
Okay, is it easy to distinguish the Remax vehicle?
Yes, they had a big hot air balloon basket on the back, and they had a flame that's blowing out the top. It was
Okay.
very noticeable.
Okay, please play.
And you'll notice later on that Darrell Brooks avoids pretty much every vehicle in this parade route.
Mm-hmm. Which
Not the-
kills his faulty vehicle excuse.
yeah. Why would you not run into a vehicle, but instead shoot the people? I mean,
And we're going to stop it there at about the 215 mark. So that's the Remax group going through, correct, sir?
That is correct.
Okay.
I know
Are those
hard-
the 8 units that were most directly impacted by Mr. Brooks' actions on the parade route, sir?
Yep.
I do not recognize that and since being for that.
Your objection is noted. It's overruled.
Yes, they were.
In addition to that, there were some spectators that were injured. Is that correct, sir?
Correct. There's, I would say, 3 different groups of people, spectators that were sitting on the side of the roadway that were also injured.
Okay. At some point, did you Did you and other members of the Waukesha Police Department attempt to identify all the individuals who were injured as a result of Mr. Brooks' actions on the parade route?
Objection. I consent to being called by name.
Overruled.
Yes, we did.
I thought that one would work.
About roughly how many people was that?
There are over 60 people that were injured that we identified.
Okay. Were you able, through your investigation detective, to determine where along the parade route each of these individuals were located at the time they were injured?
Yes, we were.
And were you able to map that information so that we can present it to this jury?
Yes.
I'd like to please put up number 15 in preview mode.
Okay.
Detective, do you see State's Exhibit number 15 on the screen?
Not yet.
Okay, sorry. Is it up?
No.
Should be shortly.
Okay, please tell me when it is.
It is up now.
All right. Can you please identify State's Exhibit 15?
This is a map that I put together that identifies the officers that were on the scene, certain locations of interest that people mentioned when they were interviewed. Also identifies the victims and the deceased that died during the parade event.
Is this an accurate summary of your investigation, sir?
Yes, it is.
Move to admit number 15 and permission to publish.
Mr. Brooks, any position? Your objections noted. The exhibit is received subject to all of the other events laying the foundation for this are ultimately presented to this jury, but you may publish as well.
Thank you.
Oh, yes, he is, Goop.
All right, and please, Ms. Gussie, if you could zoom in on the upper right-hand corner again, we'll start there again.
He does a good job, by the way.
All right, so first in the upper right-hand corner, you've designated where the location of White Rock School and the altercation with Miss Erica Patterson that we had testimony about earlier, correct?
Correct.
And then moving down White Rock, we see the location where Sergeant Warner was, correct?
Correct.
And then we'll keep moving down, please. Okay, good. I see your name in the middle of the map, sir. Could you start at that spot and describe what's in that area and then start working down the street toward Buckley?
So my location, I had two vehicles with me, an unmarked Ford Taurus and a marked Ford Explorer. We had put the two squads in plastic barricades diagonal, so the parade traffic could continue on westbound. The vehicular traffic that was on East Main Street and Pleasant Street could make turns, and so we wouldn't obstruct traffic that much.
Could you draw that path for us, what you're referring to?
So the vehicles could continue this way without being stopped,
Okay.
or the opposite way, and then the flow of the parade came this way down my location and continued westbound without being obstructed.
Okay. I'm not asking for that to be captured, Your Honor.
Let me ask Mr. Brooks, are you asking that the annotations be captured?
Already ruled that they wouldn't be.
No, that was for that one particular.
We don't need it on this one.
All right, then it won't be captured. Go ahead and clear.
All right, sir. Through your investigation, were you able to determine who was the first person struck by the defendant's vehicle?
Yes, I was.
And who was that?
Nicole White.
She was with the Remax group?
Yes.
And where was she when she was struck? If you could show us on the diagram.
She was on West Main Street, just west of Northwest Barstow Street.
Okay. And if you could please show us more at the bottom of the map, Ms. Gussie.
Hold on, before you move.
Okay.
Any request to capture that annotation from the state or the defendant?
No.
Mr. Brooks?
Yes, Captain.
All right, we'll capture that.
Why does he want to capture where
One
he's
key.
bringing over his first victim? The state doesn't even want
Actually, this isn't
him.
one. This is 15.
Oh, sorry, 15D.
Ugh.
Yes, 15A. Thank you for that correction.
Her face
Okay,
says
now,
it
is
all.
it captured now, clerk?
Yeah, no, she's like, really? Hey.
I see it, yeah. Okay,
Should I clear it now?
please.
Yes.
Okay. The next unit to have been struck by the defendant's vehicle was what?
The Waukesha South Band.
And we see the names of the individuals in the band that were injured by the SUV, is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay, and that location you've identified near the subway and another business known as the Vino Gelato.
Correct.
Okay. What was the next, well, I guess the next unit or individuals to be struck were spectators, is that correct?
That is correct. It'd be Charles Green and Lily Green.
And they were near the Martha Merrill bookstore, correct?
They were on Main Street, just west of Gasper Street,
Okay.
sitting on a little bump out from the curb.
Okay, and they were spectators?
Yes.
Okay. The next group to have
Um,
been struck?
It would be the group is Bears Logistics Group.
Okay.
Oh my, I didn't realize this. I feel terrible.
What?
Doug sent me a text message saying, apologies. Didn't mean to stream over you. I had to hook up my computer. Needed a live test. He's like, sorry.
Aw, that was nice.
I told him to. I was just messing with you. Carry on.
Right? I
Oh,
was just surprised he was
great.
awake this early.
I
Honestly.
know. I thought everyone was joking with me. Then I saw he was actually doing his thing. I was like, oh, damn. Now I feel terrible. I'm sorry, Tog. I was actually just messing with you. My bad. You can test your equipment whenever. I'm doing Darrell Brooks coverage. This isn't like a huge stream I got going on over here. Oh man, how I feel.
Well, at least you didn't snipe him this time, Jay.
I know I didn't snipe him, but boy, now I just feel terrible. I'm sorry. If you ever hear this, I'm sorry, Todd. No, my bad. I was just messing. I was just messing with. Oh man, I'm such a jackass. Sorry.
Everybody knows.
And what business were they? They have been struck?
It would be the group is Bears Logistics Group.
Okay. And what business were they struck nearby?
Nearby Vasco Social Club.
Okay. Now we need to go to the top of the map again, please. The next unit that was struck by the defendant's SUV?
It'd be the Waukesha Blazers Baseball Club.
And how many individuals with the Blazers were impacted by the SUV?
5 directly.
And their names are listed there on Exhibit 15?
Yes, they are.
And Jackson Sparks' name is highlighted in red. Why?
He's one of the 6 deceased people from this incident.
Okay. The next unit to be impacted?
That would be the Extreme Dance Team.
And the names associated with that team are listed on Exhibit 15?
Yes, they are.
And what was the general area and the street where they were impacted? What business?
They're right in front of Mama Ducky's Bakery, for Chef Pam.
Okay.
Straight before the 5 Points in Waukesha, which is an area where Broadway and Main Street cross.
Okay. Can you zoom back into the 5 Point area, please? Okay. And were there any spectators injured in that exact area?
Yes, there were.
And who was that, please?
Isaac Foglia and Deborah Ramirez.
Okay. And then getting through the 5 Points, what was the next group impacted?
It would be Citizens Bank.
Okay. And that was Jane Kulik?
Correct.
And she was fatally injured?
Yes.
Okay. The next group? Or I guess the next group is actually spectators.
Correct. There was 3 children that were sitting on the north side of the roadway on the corner of Clinton Street and West Main, and they were struck by the vehicle when it came through.
What business is located right there?
The Steaming Cup is on the northwest corner of that intersection, so they're very close to that.
Okay. The next unit that was impacted?
That would be the Dancing Crannies.
And that was just past Clinton Street, sir?
Correct, just west of Clinton on West Main Street.
Okay. And you've listed the names of the persons that were injured by the defendant's vehicle associated with the Dancing Grannies, correct?
The injured and the deceased.
Okay. And again, you've designated the deceased with red, color red,
Yes,
and the others were just injured.
correct.
Okay.
The red is
And that was
green
near
is
a
injured.
couple businesses that you noted on the map, sir?
That took up a very large part of the roadway. It was very spread out, but Donnie Boy's Tap, Curry Insurance, those are the 2 most common businesses in that area.
Okay. And if we could move on to the last group. Sorry. What was the last group to be impacted by the defendant's vehicle?
The Catholic Communities of Waukesha.
Yep.
And have you listed there the names of all the individuals who were injured by the defendant's vehicle related to the Catholic Communities of Waukesha?
Catholic Communities Waukesha, I'm going to put this out there, is one of the least videotaped or viewed images of this entire thing, because at this point in time, because they were the last group struck, people were basically already on the run at this point. And that's why they were probably the least videotaped is the Catholic group. So I just want to make that clear, just so you know what I know. There's the least video available of this group, but they had probably the largest amount of injuries. We'll continue.
Yes, I have.
Overruled.
I don't identify or consent to be called the defendant.
Your objection's noted.
Here's the
And is
defendant.
there a business or entity
Idiot.
nearby that in the area where the Catholic community was struck?
The closest place would be Planned Parenthood.
Okay. All right, thank you. we can take down exhibit 15, and next I'm going to ask you to please pull up number 12. While she's doing that, Detective, I'll ask you a pretty basic question. All of the locations that you've described for us so far, are they all located in the same footage being captured of the parade route the next day after the parade?
Yes, I am.
Who captured that footage?
Specialist Andy Schmidt.
Works for your department, sir?
Yes, he does in the evidence department.
Okay. And was the drone able to travel the length of the parade route?
This captures from the area where the people started being injured. We didn't capture the entire route.
Okay. And to your knowledge, sir, you've seen this video before, correct?
Yes, I have.
Is it a true and accurate depiction of the way Main Street looked on the morning of November 22, 2021 at about 9:56 a.m.?
Yes, it is.
By now, all of the injured have been removed from the scene, obviously.
Injured and deceased.
Okay, but there's still objects in the roadway,
Correct.
and investigators and other people can be seen in the drone footage.
Yes.
Okay. Move to admit number 12 and permission to publish, please.
A position by you, Mr. Brooks.
Objection.
Your objection is noted. It's overruled. Exhibit 12 is received. Permission to publish is granted.
Okay, so again, we're going to start playing this, and I will ask Ms. Gussie to pause at various occasions so you can describe what we're seeing, but if you can just give us a general idea where we are right now, please.
So right now the drone would be sitting on pretty low to the ground on West Main Street, just west of Northwest Barstow.
And which direction is it facing?
It'd be facing west,
Okay.
the direction of the parade took.
Okay. And can you see or identify the business on the right-hand side?
That'd be Smart Asset Realty.
Okay. And can you tell us, I don't know if you could tell, what's on the left-hand side? Can you identify anything? there
Just
right
a little
now?
bit further up is Subway sandwich shop, and I know that the Vino Gelato is right next door to that.
Okay, that's kind of right about the roof of that vehicle that's parked there on the left, right? It's the Subway sign?
Correct.
All right, please play. And can you pause it here, please, at the 23-second mark? Was anybody struck in this area, sir,
Yes, this would be the area that Nicole White was struck.
with the Remax balloon?
Correct.
Okay. And now we got a better shot of the Subway there on the left?
Correct.
Okay, and on the right past Asset Realty, there seems to be a tall building with some mirrored windows on the right. Do you see that?
Correct. That should be 220 West Main Street.
And what's located there, sir?
It's an apartment building, 5 levels, and we captured some video that was recorded on the top floor of that building.
Okay. All right, play. And we'll pause it at the 35-second mark. Was anybody struck in this area, sir?
This would be the area of the Waukesha South Band.
Okay. Play. And we'll pause it there. At the 59-second mark, what do we see here, sir? The businesses, identify, please.
There's a chocolate shop on the left, and then the Vino and Gelato is just on your left, and the front building on your left with the black roof is Martha Merrill's bookstore.
Okay. Is anybody struck in this area?
This would be the area that Barris Logistics was at.
Okay.
I don't know that, frankly.
Play.
I don't know that.
Because you can just keep it playing. I'm going to talk, but you can keep it playing. It's at the 117 mark. What's that cross street here?
This would be Casper Street.
Okay.
In that area there is where there were some spectators that were hit.
Okay. Thank you. Now we've just crossed Gasper.
Correct.
Okay. And keep it playing, please, at the 157 mark. What businesses are we seeing here?
The joke shop is on your left, and the Waukesha Theater's on your right. That's the area that the Waukesha Blazers were in when they were hit.
Okay.
That's where Jackson Spark passed away. Where Jackson Spark died.
And now we're approaching the 5 Points area, sir?
Correct.
All right. Was any group injured in this area?
This is where the Extreme Dance Club was when they were impacted.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am. At the 240 mark here, what's this business on the right?
Objection. Just for the record, who are the people off to the right?
You can question the witness during cross-examination, okay?
On the right, there's Mama Ducky's and Chef Pam's kitchen.
And this is where we get that weird cross streets. That's why it's called 5 Points, right?
Correct.
And that's why everybody gets lost in downtown Waukesha, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Now, this is where Dummy wants to interject, like, oh, who are the people standing on the side of the street while we're making the video? Jesus shit, who gives a crap? They're the people that survived, for God's sakes, at this point. I mean, like, God, he's such a jackass. I mean, but once again, it is nice. Well, not nice, but it is interesting to follow through after the aftermath, where they went and made this video of the aftermath after cleaning up a lot of stuff.
Oh, yeah. And they passed by some of the barricades. They had removed most of them, but you can see what they looked like, and they were everywhere.
He could have turned off at any point and asked an officer to remove the barricades, but he was so worried about getting arrested for his DV, all right, because he just punched Erica Patterson in the mouth, that he decided the best next plan would be to run over, you know.
He literally could have went any other direction.
Yes, but he chose to run over 60 plus people and, you know, kill 6. Yeah, that was his plan. Yeah.
And you already mentioned that's the steaming cup on the right.
Jackass.
Correct.
And there were some kids hurt on the corner there.
Yes, in this corner where the blankets were, there was 3 kids that were sitting there that were impacted.
Okay. Now at this point, it's about 4:17, and the drone's going to focus in on some skid marks on the roadway. Is that right?
That is correct.
After further investigation, did these skid marks have any relevance to this investigation, sir?
We believe they have no relevance to this investigation at all.
But at the time, we weren't sure, correct?
Correct.
He could have just got a ride home with Marcus.
Right.
It doesn't exist.
Or stayed at old girl's house.
Or an old girl's house. They did drug test him afterwards, and he was found to not be drunk. He might have been slightly high, I don't know, but he was not charged with driving under the influence of anything. They did not charge him for
Which
that.
almost makes it worse because he did it 100% sober.
Yep. Yep, it pretty much makes it worse. He was not found. They didn't even charge him with driving under the influence.
All right, now we're through that intersection. Did anything of significance occur in this area, sir? We're at the 5:17 mark of the video.
Yes, this is where the Dancing Grannies were, Dancing Grannies support vehicle.
Okay.
And then directly on the right in front of that is Donny Boys, which is a bar. And then up a little bit further on your left-hand side is Curry Insurance.
Okay, and we see Magellan's on the right with the big M?
Correct.
Okay. And you said this is the area where the Dancing Grannies were impacted.
Yes.
Are you able to tell from this drone the area where the position of 3 of the deceased victims from the Dancing Grannies were located?
Yes.
As we go further.
Yes, I can.
Okay, I'm asking a foundational question. All right, we'll go ahead and play, please.
Not to mention how many streets he could have turned off on that he didn't.
Oh, they'll bring this up in the trial, actually. It'll get brought up, and also when he cross-examines the coach of the baseball team who attempted to aid Jackson Spark. And I'm just letting this play because, you know, we're just running through his destruction. He does actually cross-examine the coach, and the way that coach held it together without just leaping over the stand and punching the living hell out of him. I don't know how he did it. But look, you can see the clothing. You can see the background. All right.
We're getting very close to where we lived, where we were.
Okay. And yeah, and I can mute this because once again, they're just describing the fatal injuries, the dancing grannies. But no, honestly, the way some of these witnesses held it together, which is why some witnesses, the state had on their list, but they chose not to call because they went through so much pain. But Darrell Brooks saw it on the other side. He's like, oh my God, they didn't call these witnesses. It must be because they have damning evidence against themselves. So I will call them. So he calls a woman who was at the parade briefly to drop off her children. And all 4 of her children get hit by Darrell Brooks. And he calls her as a witness. It does not go well. But the way this woman held it together is insane. Yeah, I've never seen anything like it. This is on nearly the last day of trial. But no, he calls her to the stand. And she shows up there. She was great for Darrell Brooks. But on cross-examination with Zach Witchow, no, he lets Darrell have it. And Darrell kind of breaks down, realizing he made a fatal mistake by calling, as if every mistake he's made hasn't been fatal. But no, he knew at this time he really effed up. It was insane. But we'll get there. That's why we're working through it. That's why we're starting here.
So we're approaching Veterans Park.
Correct. Veterans Park is directly in front. If you were not to not turn on the roadway, you would run into Veterans Park.
Right where that big
I
tree
wasn't on Poppy's
Yes.
Cat West. That's standard.
Yeah, and Veterans Park, straight ahead here, is where they ended up having the memorial for all the people that were killed and injured.
I
The
remember.
picture that I sent you from the other direction.
Yep. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I saw it. I saw when they were setting it up and everything. And
People just started showing up and dropping stuff off, and after like a week it was piled like 3-4 feet high with stuff. You couldn't even
Right.
walk into the park.
I'm impatient, so I'm going to have you describe for us as we turn the bend. What's the significance of this area, sir?
So in this area, when the vehicle that was hitting and killing all these people came up to the bend in the road, it turned to the left, and Officer Schulten was standing there, and he made the decision to use deadly force to attempt to stop the vehicle.
Okay.
Yep.
And that's this intersection here that we're seeing where the 2 squad cars are parked.
Yes, it is.
This is the area where Officer Scholten was standing when he fired at the defendant's vehicle.
Yes, it is.
All right. We can go ahead and stop it at the 801 mark, please.
now this is going to be the guy who tried to shoot at Darrell Brooks is Redbeard. Redbeard. We're going to call him Redbeard. We'll see him later on in the trial. Darrell gets very upset at Redbeard. He's like, so you were trying to shoot at the vehicle with these kill shots, with the kill shots.
We heard the shot.
And he's like, no, I was trying to stop the vehicle. He's like, but were they kill shots? He's like, ultimately, you could have died. And he's like, so they were kill shots. He's like, no, they were aimed to stop the vehicle. However, that be necessary. He's like, so they were kill shots. He's like, couldn't you have shot at a tire? He's like, no, one tire is not driving the vehicle. The person behind the wheel was driving the vehicle.
Right.
So I shot at the vehicle or the driver, whatever was available for me to shoot at. And he's like, but that was just my head. So these were kill shots. And you know,
Oh my God, this guy.
ultimately could have happened. And he was very calm and collected in his decision. Like, yeah, pretty much. I mean, could have happened. Wasn't too worried about it.
Thank you. Oh, wait, before you turn it off, it's kind of hard to see, and nobody probably will be able to read it, but maybe you, if you look real close. In the upper left-hand corner, there's a date and time stamp on the drone video. Do you see that, sir?
Yes, I do.
Could you please read that?
It says 2021-11-22, and then it says 10:06, and I can't read the smaller numbers. So to me, that means it was November 22nd, 2021 at 10:06.
That's the time this recording was made, correct?
Yes.
Okay. All right, thank you.
Yeah, we were sitting right around that corner after the police cars to the left,
Topic.
because the parade goes around that corner and keeps going.
Yeah, yeah, you see him go around that corner, and that's where the shots were taken. Right after he goes around the corner, because he nearly hits about 5 other people when he crosses that corner. I think we'll see it during trial here at some point. I think we'll see it. By the way, if you like the coverage Just J Hip and Ketchup are providing here, do hit the like, maybe the subscribe if you haven't, or if you want to go further, please hit the share button. I would appreciate that. Or if you want to give any super chats, that's always okay too. But once again, this is more of a passion project for me, and it's not so much a big grift stream for Just J Hip. I'm here merely for the case, and that's what I'm covering. So I appreciate you all for just being here. That's more important to me. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Okay, keep going.
Yes, it is.
Okay, and that's a document we created for use at this trial. Is that right, sir?
Yes,
Keep track of everybody.
correct.
And keep the council straight.
There's a lot of information to keep track of.
Okay. Move for admission of 141 and, 141. I'm not going to publish that, Your Honor. Just want it in the record.
What's my position on that?
Is that a document?
Your objection is noted. It's overruled, and the court will receive it.
Will I be able to view it?
A copy will be provided to you if it's not within the materials previously.
Now, Detective Casey, I would like to return back to your post on White Rock Avenue and Main Street on November 21 of 2021. And do you remember something happening around 4:35 p.m. that afternoon, sir?
Yes, I do.
What do you remember?
It was a normal day. It was windy out. It was cold. A little bit after 4 p.m., I heard on Channel 1, which is a primary channel that our road squads use. First, I heard a reserve officer call that he's out with 2 people, and they reported that there was a fight down by the boat launch.
Okay. Did that draw your attention for any reason?
It was just a little bit north of my location, and I just wanted to make sure that I was aware in case somebody came in my direction.
Okay. But you didn't leave your post?
I did not.
Okay. What do you remember happening next, sir?
They dispatched a number of squads there to attempt to locate this incident.
What did you do?
You know what? I started just paying a little bit more attention. I stood up. I started looking in that direction just to try to be aware in case somebody came my way.
Okay. At some point, did you hear a radio transmission from Sergeant Warner?
I'm aware of the transmission, but I did not hear it that day.
Okay. How did you become alerted to a problem?
It was about 4:37 p.m. I was standing up. I was sort of in the diagonal part of the intersection, and I heard a horn blaring, beep, 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 beep. And that sort of like alerted me, trying to figure out what was going on White Rock in the staging area. So I started to look up that way.
Okay. What did you see?
At first, I didn't see anything. And then a few seconds later, I saw the people in the staging area start to spread apart. And within seconds, a red Ford Escape appeared to come through where the staging area was.
You saw this with your own eyes?
Yes, I did.
And did you see where the red Ford Escape went?
Yes, I did.
Where did it go?
Well, first it was coming down southbound. There was a vehicle that was stopped at the intersection in the lane that was supposed to turn to the left. That was part of the parade. This vehicle went around that car and then made a start to make a left-hand turn.
Okay. What action, if any, did you take?
You know, as soon as I heard the car beeping and I was alerted, I started to head towards the center of the intersection. As the vehicle continued at me, I ran to get in front of the vehicle to try to get it to stop.
What was going through your mind at this point?
I thought it was just a lost motorist, somebody that from the apartment building that wanted to get in their parking spot. You know, it doesn't happen often, but sometimes there's people that come through. They're impatient. What's going on? It's like, it's a parade. And we have to tell them, hey, you can't be on the road right now. They always stop.
So you thought there was some innocent explanation at this point?
Correct. I thought I'd get out in front of the car and he would just stop. We'd have a conversation and we'd safely get him off the parade route.
Okay. How did you try and stop the car, the Ford Escape?
Well, at first I was a little surprised that the vehicle kept coming at me because I'm in full police uniform. I'm standing in front of it and it started closing the distance pretty fast. So as the vehicle approached me, I started pounding on the hood.
So you were close enough to pound on the hood of the car?
Yes. I was in the roadway and the distance closed really fast.
Okay. How fast was the car traveling, would you say?
It could be 3 to 5 miles an hour, but in that area without people around and a vehicle that weighs 2,000 pounds against a person, I mean, it came upon me very fast and was very threatening.
Sure, but I mean, by the speedometer, it's not moving very fast, correct?
Correct.
At this stage?
Correct.
Okay, so you pound on the hood.
Correct.
Do you say anything?
I'm yelling stop and pounding on the hood and trying to get the person's attention so they can stop.
What happened?
The vehicle continued going. It like pushed right through me.
Were you struck by the car?
Yes.
How?
The vehicle contacted my body, and as it continued, I pushed down the left front of the vehicle.
Okay. And were you injured?
No.
Okay. Did you see the driver of the car as it raced past you?
Yes, I did.
Did you get a good look?
An excellent look.
Who was driving that car, sir?
Darrell Brooks, the defendant.
You're 100% sure of that?
1,000.
Was there anybody else in the car, sir?
Not that I saw.
I'm going to disagree with you just a little bit, Cat Whisperer. I don't think the people should have to have our taxes spent on evil like DB going through trial, and they should never be eligible for. First off, he's never eligible for parole. All right. But keep in mind, we have a legal system here, and I have seen many times people who have done nothing wrong that were convicted of something, and they are released on appeal due to new information, new things that come out. Now, sure, with Darrell Brooks, everyone knew he was guilty of everything from the start. But we have a legal system here, Cat Whisperer, and we have to follow it. All right. If we don't follow that legal system, somewhere along the line, and it's happened many a times and still happening today, where someone's going to get screwed for something they didn't do. Okay? We have to follow. We have to follow the legal system. We don't always agree. Yeah, he's a terrible person. A lot of money was spent on this trial, but there is a job to do, and that is trying to do things the right way, whether it be with Jeremy Hells, which I cover, Laura Owens, look at how that's going. She's facing 14 felonies. When we follow the system, most of the time it leads us down the right path. Not every time, but sometimes it does cost money, and it does suck. I mean, he's clear as day guilty as shit. But it's not perfect. Yes, you're right, Krusty, which is not a perfect system, but we have to follow the same system for everyone. Otherwise, we end up just in witch trials. So let's, but no, I agree with you. I hate to see money spent on Darrell Brooks, this terrible, horrible person, but there's rules we have to follow, and I get it. I believe in our justice. I understand what you're saying, Cat Whisperer, and I totally agree. Unfortunately, we just have to follow the rules of our court system, and yes, I mean, it would be very easy to walk in and say, well, this guy's a piece of shit, and everyone would be like, we agree, and raise their hands, but there'd be 4 people that would say, I don't agree with that. So that's why you have to have a trial, because, of course, his mom, Don Woods, would be like, he's innocent.
Show you an item that's been marked as exhibit number 8, please. Tell me when it's up, please.
Can I have that number again?
Yes, 8.
Thank you.
I agree.
It is up.
What do you see on the screen, sir?
So this is a camera from Randy's Imports, which will be on the southwest corner where I was located at. There's a number of cars in the parking lot. And on the north side, you can see West Main Street. And there's a number of people that are on the sides of the roads that were spectators in the parade. And then there's people that were actually marching in the parade. You can see they have red shirts on.
You've seen this video clip before, sir?
Yes, I have.
Do you believe it's a true and accurate representation of the events of November 21, 2021?
Absolutely.
And this clip is about 28 seconds long, is that right?
Yes.
Move to admit and permission to publish number 8.
Mr. Brooks, any position on that? Is that an objection?
Yes, Your Honor.
Your objection is noted. It's overruled. Exhibit 8 is received. Permission to publish is granted.
Okay, please orientate us.
So this is the south right here. This would be looking to the north, and White Rock Avenue is in this area here. This here is Main Street.
Okay. Right near that arrow that you drew near the top of the screen, it looks like there's a very bright light at the top of the screen. You see that?
The street lights?
No.
Or to the right?
Yep, right there. What's up in that area, sir?
That would be the squad cars that I had with me.
Okay. You have the red and blues on?
Correct, on both vehicles.
Okay, and that's what that light is in that area.
Yes.
Now, you scribbled all over this, but can you see yourself?
Not right now.
Not right now. Where do you remember standing?
So if the squad cars were by this circle right here,
Yep.
I would have been like right in this area to the left.
Okay. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to play this, but I'm going to ask Miss Gussie to put it in full screen because I'm not going to be pausing it or stopping it. I want to make sure we capture the whole top and bottom of this one.
I'm going to slow
Okay.
this down for you folks.
We'll clear the annotation since this is a video.
So
So I'm going to play it through once and we're just going to watch it and then I'll ask you what we saw and we can go back if we need to. Play.
Do you want me to talk while it's going on or after?
No, because I can't see the counter. So
did you just see the SUV drive by?
Mm-hmm.
We're going to replay this a couple times. Yes, you
okay, we're going to do that one again with the counter up so I can
right hand side.
pause it and have you point out. It's really hard to see what the heck we're supposed to be looking at on this one, isn't it?
Yes.
All right. So here we are. We're paused at.
This
Oh,
move.
you're going to start. Okay. That's okay.
So right by the flashing lights on the left-hand side, you'll suddenly see me come out with the orange vest on.
Pause, please. I'm sorry to interrupt you, Detective. Okay, we're pausing at the 8-second mark. Show us circle where the jury's supposed to be looking right now. And what are we going to see up there?
You should see me walk from the right-hand side to the left-hand side, slow speed at first and then speeding up towards the end.
You are. In other words, you picked up the pace.
Correct. And then shortly after, you will see the red Ford Escape come down the street here and traverse westbound on Main Street.
Okay, now, is this video good enough to see you actually pounding on the hood?
Unfortunately, this black pickup truck is blocking where that happened at. If that pickup truck wasn't there, you would be able to see it.
Okay, and just to remind us, you're in a bright fluorescent yellow safety vest, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, play, please. Right there, is that you?
Yeah, that is me.
Okay, 12 seconds. Circle yourself, please. We're paused at 12 seconds. Okay. Okay, go ahead and play, please.
You can see him move now. He's up in this top corner here, and he's pounding on the hood of the car. You're going to see this SUV come barreling down. Right, I'm trying to focus on it. Right here, you're going to see it come barreling down the parade route. Right here. So hopefully you guys can see that. All right, we're going to play here.
There's the red SUV.
The SUV.
Correct.
Okay. Okay, thank you. That's it for Exhibit 8. I'm going to ask Ms. Gussie to pull up Exhibit 120. Tell me when it's on the screen, please, sir.
The photo is up.
Okay.
Got about
Have
15
you seen this photograph before, sir?
Yes, I have.
This is State's Exhibit 120. Do you believe this photograph is a true and accurate representation of the events of November 21, 2021?
Yes, I do.
You've seen this photograph before, sir?
Yes, I have.
Okay. Just tell the jury what it's a picture of.
It's a picture of the Ford Escape that was involved in this incident and Darrell Brooks, the defendant, driving the vehicle.
Okay. Move to admit 120 and permission to publish.
Your objection is noted. It's overruled. Exhibit 120 is received. Permission to publish is granted.
I don't consent to being called that name or defendant.
Yeah, it's going to work.
Objections noted.
Objection for this as well.
Overruled.
Is there any doubt of who we are looking at right now driving down the street? Looking forward, not looking at anything else. Have you seen this photo, Ketchup?
No, I saw a different one that was similar though.
Yep, right there. Looking forward, not looking at anything around him, driving right through a parade route. And he's going to be like, oh, that looks like that guy's wearing like a gray shirt. I had red on because remember he had a red t-shirt on when he was arrested. So, no, that's not me. That's gray. Looks like gray.
Okay, detective, please help the jury see what we're supposed to see. Where is the red SUV? Dumb question.
So it looks like a person that's involved in the band. One of the band people are to your right in the center. And then right in the middle of the screen, you see a red vehicle. And then seated at the driver's seat, there's a gentleman with a white hoodie on.
And appears to be black facial hair, is that correct?
Correct.
Is that what Darrell Brooks looked like as he drove past you, just a block or two?
I want to point something out. We're going to get to this on the next clip or on the next stream. Officer Casey says he has a white hoodie on. Darrell Brooks is going to make a huge deal out of this because this is clearly a gray hoodie. Oh, fuck this guy. I mean, literally, this is what his claim is, that clearly this is a gray hoodie. So obviously, Detective Casey is insane and can't tell colors.
Two earlier?
Objection. I do not consent to being called that name. I do not know anyone by that name, nor do I agree to being called that name. And it's hearsay.
It's not hearsay. Your objection's overruled. You may answer, Detective.
Yes, that's a defendant, Darrell Brooks, the person that drove past me and didn't stop when I tried to stop the vehicle.
Is that how he looked as he drove past you?
Yes, it is.
With the hood up?
To be honest with you, I don't remember the hood up when he went past me. It happened very fast. I can only see the outline of his face. I know some people later on say that they saw him with hair. When I saw the pictures with his hoodie up, it explained to me why I did not see his hair.
Okay. All right. Just let me, can someone here 1 second? I think I'm done for right now, Your Honor. I don't have any other questions for this witness at this time, Your Honor.
Mr. Brooks, I will give you an opportunity to cross-examine, but that will be Monday morning since it is 4:41. Now 4:42. We've had a long week for the jurors and a couple of long nights, so I'm going to break now. I do need to read through an instruction.
Oh, yes.
He may step down. Thank you.
He does a good job, too.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, do not begin your deliberations and discussion of the case until all the evidence is presented and I have instructed you on the law. Do not discuss this case among yourselves or with anyone else until your final deliberations in the jury room. This order is not limited to face-to-face conversations. It also extends to all forms of electronic communications. Do not use any electronic devices such as a mobile phone or computer, text or instant messaging, or social networking sites to send or receive any information about this case or your experience as a juror. If you come in contact with the parties, lawyers, interpreters, or witnesses, do not speak with them. For their part, the parties, lawyers, interpreters, and witnesses will not contact or speak with the jurors. Do not listen to any conversation about this case. Do not research any information that you personally think might be helpful to you in understanding the issues presented. Do not investigate this case on your own or visit the scene, either in person or by any electronic means. Do not read any newspaper reports or listen to any news reports on radio, television, over the internet, or any other electronic application or tool about this trial. Do not consult dictionaries, computers, electronic applications, social media, the internet, or other reference materials for additional information. Do not seek information regarding the public records of any party or witness in this case. Any information you obtain outside the courtroom could be misleading, inaccurate, or incomplete. Relying on this information is unfair because the parties would not have the opportunity to refute, explain, or correct it. Do not communicate with anyone about this trial or your experience as a juror while you are serving on this jury. Do not use a computer, cell phone, or other electronic device, including personal wearable electronics applications or tools with communication capabilities, to share any information about this case. For example, do not communicate by telephone, blog post, email, text message, instant message, social media post, or in any other way on or off the computer. Do not permit anyone to communicate with you about this matter, either in person, electronically, or by any other means. If anyone does so despite your telling them not to, you should report that to me. I appreciate that it is tempting when you go home in the evening to discuss this case with another member of your household, but you may not do so. This case must be decided by you, the jurors, based on the evidence presented in this courtroom. People not serving on this jury have not heard the evidence, and it is improper for them to influence your deliberations and decision in this case. After the trial is completed, you are free to communicate with anyone in any manner. These rules are intended to assure that jurors remain impartial throughout the trial. If any juror has any reason to believe that another juror has violated these rules, you should report that to me. If jurors do not comply with these rules, it could result in a new trial involving additional time and significant expense to the parties and the taxpayers. You are to decide the case solely on the evidence offered and received at trial. With that, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, you are excused for the weekend. We'll see you Monday morning. All right, for the jury, please.
He did a pretty good job on this.
Yeah, except for when he was whining like a bitch about his feelings.
COVID test.
Oh, and the COVID test. I forgot that was the same day.
All right, thank you. Be seated. Record to reflect that the state has provided to the clerk Exhibit 120.
That's 141.
Sorry, 141. You look back a page. 141. That's the summary exhibit that the court admitted pursuant to section 910.06 of the Wisconsin statutes. A copy of that exhibit will be provided to Mr. Brooks right now, and that's being handed to him by Deputy District Attorney Leslie Basie. All right, anything else we need to address before we conclude for the weekend from the state?
Probably subject matter jurisdiction.
Your Honor, the state is excusing from its subpoenas with the court's permission, please. Officer Phillips, Kyle Edwards, and Holly Berg.
Have you received any of the subpoena forms from Mr. Brooks related to any of these witnesses to assist with?
Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize because I was speaking with Miss Daisy. So she also reminded me that you were going to rule later as to Detective Guth and Eric Patterson. So we do not intend to recall these individuals. We would seek to release them from our subpoenas if they are on Mr. Brooks' witness list, which he has due on Monday, and he wants them subpoenaed. We would make arrangements to have them return. I guess the question is the exclusion order. Or maybe we should wait to see his witness list on Monday.
Let's wait to see the witness list on Monday, please. That's your due date. So I expect that will be filed. And then I can take up the issue of releasing individuals from their subpoenas from the district attorney's office. And then, of course, I'll take up Monday morning the issue with Exhibit 6.
Yes.
All right, Mr. Brooks, anything from you at this time?
Yeah, but I'm definitely gonna have the subpoenas. Like I said, I would need to, I guess, confer with how to properly get them done and filed in the right fashion.
Mr. Brooks, I've advised you previously, I would be willing to review for completeness. You need to get those to me in a timely fashion. Your witness list is due Monday. And so I expect those subpoenas to be brought with you first thing Monday morning, so I can address with you and the state how any of those witnesses who are also listed on the state's witness list, we can address the logistics of that. If they're not on the state's witness list, that's a different situation, but the state has offered for any witnesses, and the state can correct me if I'm wrong, but it's my understanding you have offered for witnesses that are on the state's witness list, that if Mr. Brooks names them, and absent, I guess, any objection by you for some lawful reason, you would assist in getting those subpoenas to those individuals.
Yes, and he wouldn't necessarily be limited to our list. We've offered, in addition to that, if there are relevant witnesses and it's reasonable to get them served, that is the southeastern Wisconsin area, we will assist in that, Your Honor.
Right, thank you. That you brought that to my attention, and I didn't quite remember that. So get all your subpoenas together, get your witness list, and the state's offered some assistance in doing that.
I do want to state that I previously touched on that whole topic. That was one of my concerns when I was compiling my witness list. Was I going to be calling anybody that they already had on their list? If you recall, I stated that for the record. That was
You mean witnesses they actually call, or just witnesses who are on the list?
both.
Well, if you want to question a witness and the witness is called by the state, that will be your opportunity to do that. Generally, that's how it's done. If you are asking to then have them recall during your case in chief, we can take that up at a later point in time, but you got to have the subpoenas available. Okay.
Yeah, I follow that. I was wanted it stated for the record that I have raised that issue because at that time, I still hadn't even gone through the entire witness list from the prosecution. It was 30 plus pages. That's a lot of names.
I
So
agree,
it was
Mr. Brooks. There's a lot of names, but I
pretty
actually
impossible to
extended the
know.
filing deadlines. They all have come and passed, but I obviously, in light of you representing yourself, I extended that, and have ordered that you file your witness list by Monday. So that's how we will address that. Do you have any other issues at this time?
Yes, I do. The statement of particulars that hasn't been responded to by affidavit. The notice of special appearance hasn't been
I
responded
direct
to.
your attention to the Barnaby decision, sir. The court's not going to be addressing that topic any further.
So what about the subject matter jurisdiction?
Sir, that's an argument that has been debunked repeatedly by the courts in the United States of America, all over the place. It is not recognized as any type of issue that a court needs to address. It is summarily denied.
Can you
Next
show
topic.
proof that it has no relevancy, Your Honor?
I direct you to the Barnaby decision, sir. All right.
Can you show proof of
I'm
that,
sorry?
Your Honor? Verified? Can you show a verified affidavit of that?
No, all right. Mr. Brooks, the hearing today is concluded. We'll see everyone back here
So
on
you
Monday
got
at
judicial
8:30
determination
a.m.
that
We
you
are
would
in
not answer
recess.
that question,
Court's
Your
stepping off the bench.
That is-
Well, there you go. There you go. We finished out day 2. We'll move to day 3. Does he plead to the insanity card? He can't, Rick Friend. He already lost out on that opportunity. So no, he will not be pleading the insanity card. Very clearly, he won't be doing that. So there's that. Now he can try and do so, maybe in the future on an appeal, but I don't think his appeal is going to go through. I think that's getting denied as well, due to untimely fashion. So there you go. We're gonna get through day 3, but also, of course, tomorrow we're gonna try and do our Monday Responde thingy that we do. Because I think the Fleabags probably have a show because they got a lot of damage control to do. So I'm pretty sure they'll be on. Maybe even Stacy will be on if she's got her Tourette's under control. We'll see how it goes. Because major Tourette's from Stacy now. That's not good. That's not good. But we hope she gets her Tourette's under control. I haven't checked in on her lately, but I'll try and maybe send her an email later to see how that's going for her. With her major case of Tourette's that she has.
I think I found the guy you were talking about earlier. I sent it to you, texted it to you.
Oh, did you?
The streamer guy. I think you have to tell me if that's.
Let me see.
Hey, recall.
Let me see if it's the one. Let's see. Mine was from Darrell Brooks Junior Community on Reddit, supporter response. That's the dude. That's the dude. Yeah. He gets torched by his own group. He was on basically the entire channel is a bunch of black individuals who had a show, and he was being promoted by a pretty large YouTuber, and then he went and did this, and he went and supported Darrell Brooks, and he got torched by it. But that was the Prince guy, and we'll probably touch on him when he actually shows up in trial. I don't think he shows up for 4 or 5 more days. But we will enter day 3 on the next time we revisit this, probably on, I don't know, what do we do, Thursday or Friday? Thursday or Friday, one of those days. We'll continue on. I'll give you another 3-4 hours. Like I said, there will be some portions we do really blow by because the DNA and all the stuff, we really don't need to focus on that. This is very... it's not even necessary for the case. But I hope you guys have enjoyed the show, and I hope you enjoyed the coverage. I appreciate you being here. Hit the like if you would, like I said, this is more of a passion project for Just Your Hip. I am doing this one for myself and for Ketchup and for us to just catch up on something that interested me. It's not like a big time topic of the day, right? Because this happened 4 years ago. But I think it's good to go back and watch some of these, and I have several old cases. I know Legal Vices just a Throwback Thursday. I wasn't copying him. This is actually just a case I wanted to do, but there are several of these that I do want to do, and we're going to go through several of these over the course this year, while we still cover the anti-Jeremy Hells ecosystem, idiots and morons, fools and felons. We'll continue that, of course, and then also we'll have our people watch our members only streams, and I believe Rosalind and I will continue on with our Laura Owens coverage. Maybe not this Thursday because it'll be New Year's Day, but maybe the following Thursday over in Rosalind's show. We'll probably continue our Laura Owens coverage. I believe I have to check with her, but we'll continue with that as well. So thank you all for being here. I love you. I appreciate you all. Please hit the like for us. And as we always say over here. Oh, by the way, don't forget, I think that Rosalind Puke individual, Rosalind Puke individual is going to have a show at 2 p.m. I may or may not be involved in that one. I don't know. We'll see if I get a link, or I don't know. Maybe I'll just get cold in my stocking, but I'll try and be there. Thank you for being here. As we say always when we're here, Ketchup, we say
All the best.
best. Thank you so much. I hope you have a good day.